Okay, so we will continue with the further section now. The next session is to find out an expression for finding the elements of a curve. For an example, if I have to find out what is the length of the curve, what expression I have. Or if I have to find out what is the length of the tangent, then what options I have. Then to find out length of long chord, and to find out external distance, and to find out mid-ordinate, I need to get some expressions. So mathematical expression to find out these elements. So in your examinations you will be given radius of the curve, and you will be given angle of intersection, so that is delta. So r and delta will be given to you in your examination, and you are supposed to find out length of curve, tangent length, length of long chord, then you are supposed to find out external distance, and then mid-ordinate. So these are the things which you are supposed to find out in your examination when radius and angle of intersection is given to you, right? So I will begin with the first one. How I am going to find out with length of curve. Length of curve is designated by small letter L, right? As I have explained you this in the last session. So length of curve is designated by small letter L. So length of the curve is T1, C, T2, this length. So if I have to find out the length of the curve, what expression I have, what formula I have. So I am going to derive that now, right? So now to begin with, if I have the length of the curve, right, and if I have to get if I know what is the radius of the curve and the angle of intersection or central angle. So as I have told you, this angle will be equal to the central angle here. In case of simple circular curve, angle of intersection will be equal to central angle, right? So if this is delta and if this is r, how I am going to get the length of the curve? So to understand this better, imagine an arc, right? If this is the length of the arc which I am supposed to find out, if I know what is the radius of the arc, then if I know what is the angle subtended at the center, then I can easily find out what is the length of the arc here. How I am going to get this is by multiplying radius with the central angle. So if I multiply r and theta, I am going to get what is L. So L, that is length of arc, is equal to r into theta, right? Now same technique I am going to use here, right? So how I am going to do that is, this is r and this is the central angle delta subtended at the center, right, because of this curve. So length of the curve will be equal to r into the central angle. So L, that is length of the curve, T1C, T2 is the length of the curve. So this will be equal to r multiplied by the central angle, right? And this central angle should be in terms of radians, isn't it? But the one what we have right now here is in terms of degrees. To convert that into radians, I need to multiply this with pi by 180. Understood? So delta, if it is in terms of radians, then I can directly write it as r into delta. Since delta is not in terms of radians, it is in terms of degrees. The one delta what you have here is the same as this, right? So r into delta, delta is in degrees, so convert this into radian. I need to multiply it by pi divided by 180. So this becomes r delta pi by 180. So I can write this as pi r delta by 180. So this is the formula which I am going to use to find out length of the curve. So if I know what is the radius of the curve and if I know what is the central angle or the angle of intersection, that is this, both are same, right? So if you know what is the radius and if you know what is the angle of intersection, then you can easily get the length of the curve as pi r delta by 180. So this is the first element of the curve, how I am going to get the length. So this is the formula for finding the length of the curve. In a similar way, we have 4 more things to calculate or 4 more things to derive. First one is length of the curve, the one what we have seen. Second one is the tangent length, and then length of long chord. This is long chord T1, T2. Then I need to get the formula for this, that is external distance, VC. VC is external distance. Then I need to get the formula for this, that is mid ordinate, the longest ordinate at the center, CD. CD is the mid ordinate. So to get all these things, let us see how I am going to get the expression for them. So if I have to take the second one, so next is tangent length. Tangent length is denoted by capital letter T. So capital T is tangent length. So here it is VT1, right? And you have another tangent which is VT2. In simple circular curve, both the tangents will have same length. Remember, in simple curve means it is a curve which will have only one radius, right? So in simple circular curve, both the tangents will have the same length. So that is why if it is T, this will also be T. Please remember this. Now I am going to find out the expression for tangent length VT1, which is equal to T, which is equal to VT2. Clear? Okay. Now how I am going to get this is, I know what is the radius, I know what is the angle here. So when you connect the center to the angle of, to the point of intersection, that is PI. V is point of intersection where the two tangents meet, right? So if I join V to O, this is going to exactly divide the central angle to halves, right? So it becomes delta by 2, delta by 2, right? And this angle will be 90 degree because this is a tangent to the curve and this is the center. So center to tangent, if you join the point of tangency, if you join it to the center of the circle, you always end up having it 90 degree. This is what you have studied in your school days in theorems on circle, right? So whenever a point of tangent is joined to the center, you create a 90 degree angle there. So that is what is this 90 degree. So if you just observe, VT1O is one right angle triangle, which is that VT1O. This is a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, I am trying to find out one of the side of the triangle. So VT1 is one of the side of the triangle. I know one of the side of the triangle, which is radius, right? And then I know one of the angle, that is delta by 2, right? When you know one angle in a triangle and one side of the triangle, other side can be easily found. So how I am going to do is that is I am going to see this angle, that is delta by 2. I am going to write what is tan delta by 2. So what is tan delta by 2? Tan means opposite by adjacent. So opposite is T, adjacent to this is R, isn't it? So T by R. I need what is T. So T is going to be R tan delta by 2. Clear? So this is what the formula for finding the tangent length. So radius and delta are known things. So you can easily calculate what will be the tangent length, right? So that is R tan delta by 2. Clear? So this is the second element of the curve, that is tangent length. Moving forward, if I have to find out the third one, I request everyone to have a notebook with you, go on writing the things so that it becomes a practice for you people. So the third one right, is length of long chord. Length of long chord, and it is designated by capital letter L. So I am going to find out length of long chord now. Now if I have to see where the long chord is, it is here, T1, T2, the straight line. The longest chord of the curve is the one what you can see here as T1, T2. This total length is L, right? L is the total length. So definitely this is going to be L by 2 and this is going to be L by 2, isn't it? So you are going to make it exactly half. So T1D is L by 2 and then DT2 is L by 2 again, right? So if I find T1D, I can easily get what is L, because it is 2 times the T1D, right? So this total L is 2 times this, isn't it? So I will find out only T1D. T1D, let us see how I am going to find out. T1D is half of the one what I am finding. I am finding L and T1D is going to be half of that. So once I get what is T1D, I am going to multiply into 2 to get what is L, right? So how I am going to get that is, so if you just observe, there is one more right angle triangle here. T1DO is a right angle triangle, right? And in this right angle triangle, one of the side of the triangle is R and the angle is delta by 2, isn't it? So I am going to apply the same weight how I have done for the earlier thing. For an example, if I have to find out the opposite side, and when you know the hypotenuse, right, I want to find out the opposite side, right, and I know what is the hypotenuse of the triangle. So opposite and then hypotenuse. So what is the formula which you are going to apply? It is sine. So sine delta by 2, right? So it is from the triangle T1DO. So I insist you write here, from the triangle T1DO, from this triangle I am going to write what is sine delta by 2. So it is going to be opposite side, that is T1D divided by hypotenuse, that is R, isn't it? So T1D is equal to R into sine delta by 2, isn't it? Substitute, I mean send this R to the other side, you will get what is T1D is R sine delta by 2. Now T1D I got, so this is exactly half of the length of total long chord. So if I want to get the length of long chord, so it is 2 into T1D. So it is 2 times T1D. T1D is this, so total length is 2 times this, isn't it? So it is going to be 2R sine delta by 2. T1D is this, isn't it? So 2R sine delta by 2. So this is the formula to find out the length of long chord. So total length of long chord will be 2R sine delta by 2, right? So this is third expression. Fourth, external distance. External distance denoted by capital letter E. VC. VC is the one what I am trying to find out, external distance. So VC is the external distance which I am supposed to find out. So this is required. So how I am going to get this is, so this VC is actually VO minus CO, isn't it? In this total length, if you subtract this, you are going to get this. So it is VO minus CO, isn't it? So VO minus CO. CO is nothing but the radius, isn't it? CO is nothing but radius. Now talking about VO, to get this VO, I am supposed to use the larger triangle VT1O. Use this larger triangle, and this is one of the side of the triangle. VO is one of the side of the triangle VT1O, which is a right angle triangle, isn't it? And delta by 2 is known, and this is hypotenuse, isn't it? It is a hypotenuse of the triangle, and I know the side of a triangle, which is the adjacent side. Hypotenuse is required, adjacent side is known. So adjacent side is known, hypotenuse is required means it is cos side, right? So instead of using cos, I am going to use secant theta. So why I am going to use secant, you will come to know now. Secant delta by 2 is equal to, for this triangle, let me write this, from triangle VT1O, from this triangle secant delta by 2, this is equal to, secant means inverse of cos. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, so secant will be hypotenuse divided by adjacent. So hypotenuse is VO, adjacent is R. So VO will be R secant delta by 2, isn't it? So this VO you substitute here. CO is radius. CO is radius itself. So CO will be R. So this I am going to take up now here. External distance will be equal to R secant delta by 2 minus R, isn't it? So take out R common from this. So you will remain with secant delta by 2 minus 1. So this is the formula for finding the external distance. R into secant delta by 2 minus 1, right? So this is one more expression. Now the final one, mid-ordinate, right? So mid-ordinate is this, right? So you can call it as O, right? So mid-ordinate, that is CD. So this distance is mid-ordinate. So this distance will be equal to CO, right, minus DO, isn't it? So in this total length, if you subtract this, you will get CD is equal to, so it is CO minus DO, right? CO is once again radius, isn't it? CO, this length is radius. So this is R. DO I am supposed to find out, and to find out this DO I am going to use triangle T1DO, right? So using this right angle triangle I am going to find out what is this, right? So T1DO, that is this right angle triangle, has got 90 degree here, and this is the angle delta by 2, right? And we know what is R here. I am supposed to find out the adjacent side now, isn't it? DO is the adjacent side which is required. I am finding DO now. So for that, adjacent side is required, and I know the hypotenuse. So I am supposed to use cosine formula. So in this triangle, if I have to write what is cos delta by 2, right? So cos means adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is DO, hypotenuse is R, isn't it? So if I want DO, it will be R cos delta by 2. Clear? So R cos delta by 2 is DO. So this I am going to substitute here because CO is R itself, radius, right? So this I am going to take up here So CD, that is mid ordinate, is equal to, that is O, that is how we denote, CO R minus DO. DO is R cos delta by 2. Right? Now O, that is mid ordinate, can be written as, take out R common for this, 1 minus cos delta by 2. So this is the formula for mid ordinate. Right? So mid ordinate is equal to R into 1 minus cos delta by 2. 1 minus cos delta by 2 is also called as worst sine of the curve. I repeat, mid ordinate, that is 1 minus cos delta by 2 is also called as worst sine of the curve. That is R into worst sine of the curve. Right? So these are all the 5 elements of the curve which you people have seen, and in the examination they will give you radius and delta. R and delta will be given to you, and you are supposed to find out all the elements of the curve. Right? So in the next session we will be taking a problem where I will give you radius and I will give you the angle of internal intersection, that is delta, and you are supposed to find out what exactly is the elements like length of the curve, tangent length, and remaining things. Right? So make sure that you remember all the formula, and you are supposed to remember this and by heart the formula, so that while solving the problem you are not supposed to see the formula again. Right? So keep these formulas in your mind, and these are required for all the problems whatever you are going to solve now after. Right? So we will see the problems in the next session. Thank you.